if we have time, which we should have time. So each person thought that it was something different. One of the kids thought that it was a duck, and the other kid thought that it was a bunny. What were they trying to do to make the other person believe their side? What is that called?
Opinion.
Persuade, exactly. Yes, that too. They had their own opinions, and they're trying to persuade the other person that it was either a duck or a rabbit. So today we're going to look at two different ideas, and I'll put a line in the middle so you all can see the two different sides. And as a class, I saw that many of us thought it was a duck, and many of us thought it was a rabbit.
I know what it was.
So, as a class, we're going to come up with a list. Okay, voices should be off. I don't know why I'm hearing chatting around the classroom. Voices should be off. Heads should be up. I see feet under your desk. Good. Good. So one side, we're going to write, or we're going to talk about reasons why it was a duck. And on the other side, we're going to talk about reasons why it was a rabbit. Good. Tell me again. Thumbs up if you thought it was a duck. Yes, ma'am? Well, if you thought it was, I don't know if it could really be both.
It would.
You could say it looks like both.
Like it was duck, rabbit, duck, rabbit, and it kept on going.
Maybe. But for the sake of what we're doing, because we want to talk about persuasion, just for the sake of what we're doing right now, pick whichever one you think it will be. So thumbs up again if you thought it was a duck. Thumbs down if you thought it was a rabbit. Okay, for my friends who thought it was a duck, can y'all tell me some reasons why you think it was a duck? Shadio?
Because it was higher in the air.
Because it was high in the air?
Just like higher than a rabbit. Because rabbits can be
Okay, what's another reason why we might think it's a duck? Let's see, Kylie?
That's because the ears look like their mouth.
So it looks like it has a mouth. It looks like it's bill. Okay, what's another reason why we think it might be a duck? AJ?
It was facing that way. It was facing like toward where the things are.
It was on the left.
Like where the ears are for the rabbit.
Like these he meant
Like
were
the
on
beak.
left.
It was facing
Oh, you're saying, yeah, that's what we wrote for Kylie. It looks like it has a mouth. So we can put in parentheses, beak. Okay, what's another reason why we think it might be a duck? Have any other reasonings? For my friends who say it was a duck, are your only two reasons was because it was high in the air and because it looks like it had a beak? Joey?
Because rabbits don't pull off their ears.
Because rabbits don't cool off their ears. That's a really good thought. So what's another reason why it might be a rabbit? I mean, a duck, sorry. Is that our last reason why it might be a duck? Okay, one more.
It was fishing.
You thought it was fishing when it had its beak in the water? Hey, it looked like it was fishing. let's move on to the rabbit side. Why do we think it might be a rabbit? We got lots of hands on this one. Let's see. Ibrahim, why do you think it's a rabbit, not a duck? It looked like it was jumping. Okay. Just another idea why it might be a rabbit and not a duck. Neil?
Because it's almost at the same height as a duck.
Because it's almost the same height as a duck? Well, if it's almost the same height as a duck, then that might confuse us even more, right? Do you have any ideas of why you think it's a rabbit?
Because the rabbits have long ears.
Because rabbits have long ears. Okay, Eve, what's another?
Rabbits have long ears and ducks shouldn't have the bills that are so long.
Because ducks don't have that long of a bill. And we'll just put that back because we just wrote rabbits have long ears. So I don't want to write it again. So we'll just write ducks don't have that long of bills. Ducks' bills aren't that long. Okay, what's another reason why it might be a rabbit? Aya? Because ducks don't what? And I think ducks do drink water. But I like that you're thinking out of the box. I love that you're thinking out of the box. Delaney?
It looks like it was hiding in the grass, but this, not part of any of this, it might even be a pelican.
Yeah, it could be a pelican, but then I think a pelican is a kind of duck. But you said it looked like it was hiding in the grass?
Yeah. Like getting away from somebody. Yeah. Oh, I got you. It might just be a pelican. No, like,
Okay. That's another reason.
Ducks don't fly.
Ducks don't fly. Oh, so you're saying that
They actually fly.
they had to have been hopping and not flying, right?
They actually fly a little bit. Somebody's chasing them.
Well, ducks, I'm writing it down, but ducks actually, a lot of them do fly. Some of them don't fly, but a lot of them do. The ones that you're thinking of that are probably in your neighborhood, a lot of times those don't fly. But we're going to, do you guys want to say it looked like it was jumping or it was hopping in the water?
What's a hopping?
Hopping is like jumping, so it's just like how like bunnies hop.
But you said in the water.
I think I know what you mean. Jumping is 1 foot.
Okay, we have one more, and why? AJ?
No, it's about my shirt. It's wet.
It's about your shirt?
My shirt is wet. Can I go change it?
Yeah, did you spill water on it?
No, there's my blood, and I was trying to get it off, and then I tried to get water on it. I couldn't, so I used my mouth water, and then it worked, and then it got all over my shirt.
Okay, is it really wet or just a little bit wet?
Really wet. Really wet.
Really wet? Okay, do you have an extra shirt in your backpack?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, we have one more on why we think it's a rabbit and not a duck. If not, it's okay. Okay, well then we have some really good ideas on why we think it might either be a duck.
What?
Go have a seat now.
Well, my shirt's wet.
Why are your shorts wet? Come
I
here.
said my shirt.
Come here.
So we have a lot of good reasons on why it might be a duck or might be a rabbit. And what are we trying to do to get someone to believe us? What was that word again?
Not that way. It's because you've been fooling with your water bottle. It's
No, it's not.
Wait, what was that word? Okay, friends, let's pay attention up here. What is that word again when we're trying to get someone to believe what we believe? We're trying to what? Addison.
your water bottle instead of racing
Starts with a P.
put it under the sink. You're fine.
We're trying to someone. Persuade. We're trying to persuade someone. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, let's put our attention back up here. We need to put our rabbit, duck, little projects on our desk. We're not swinging in the air. We're not yelling out. Persuade. We're trying to get someone to believe you. So if I said, so Kylie, if you believe that, let's say, Kit Kats were the best chocolate ever, and I say, no, I think Reese's are the best chocolate ever. And I tell you Reese's are the best chocolate ever because they have peanut butter in them, because all my reasons. I'm trying to persuade you to believe that Reese's are the best.
And a lot of people are allergic to peanuts.
Okay. But anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to be writing about whether or not we think it is a duck or a rabbit. What would be a good way to start our sentence? Eve? What's a good hook? What's a good way to start our sentence? Aya? I think. That's a good one. Does anyone else have any other ideas of ways that we could start our sentence? A hook. Joey?
Because.
Yeah, we could put because. So, I think. We could put I think. I think what? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Dalton?
I think it's a rabbit or a duck.
Yeah, so I think it is a ... because you can decide whether you think it's a duck or a rabbit. And you can see, I think it's a duck and then not say anything? Or do we need to give them reasons? We need to give them reasons. Say, I think it's a duck because of whatever. So I think it is a duck. So I think it is a whatever. So you can fill that in with whatever you want because of your own reasons. So we have this one, a rabbit. We also have duck. So if you believe it's a rabbit, you'll be getting the rabbit page. If you believe it's a duck, you'll be getting the duck page. This one says, I think it is a rabbit. It is a rabbit because, and then you're going to write 3 reasons on why you think it's a duck or a rabbit. And on here, we wrote a whole bunch of different reasons on why we all thought it was either a duck or a rabbit. So I'm going to hand these out. The first thing you're going to do is what? Write your name. Write your name, write your name, write your name. That's the first thing you're going to do. Then you will write your 3 reasons on why you think it is whatever you think it is. And remind me, what needs to come at the beginning of every sentence? A capital letter. What comes at the end of every sentence?